Now, Central Oregon's local alert weather with Eric Oren.
Well, happy Thursday, Central Oregon. It's a chilly morning, sort of like yesterday, and there's a very strong chance you'll see some slippery roads. We're looking at single-digit temperatures in Lapine and Sund River, and the rest of the area, we're looking at the teens and into the 20s. We're not going to warm up here until quite a bit later this morning, so expect chilly conditions on your morning commute. As we take a look at Bend from Aubrey Butte, we're starting to see some light in the sky. It's looking fairly clear and not a whole lot by way of cloud cover, so visibility looking all right, and it looks as if we're going to have a bit of a sunrise to behold this morning. Also wanted to show you road conditions there between Bend and Redmond, US 97 at Evergreen, and they're looking clear, although as I mentioned, temperatures well below freezing, so any potential moisture that was still available to freeze overnight on the roads likely did so and potentially could cause some icy conditions. Now, another item to be aware of this morning, nothing widespread, no advisories in place. However, we do see some pockets of limited visibility cropping up here, and we're keeping our eyes on that for you as a couple of these have already fluctuated, looking at some limited visibility in the lower elevations of the Cascades and then also in the direction of Prineville and in pockets in the southeast portion of the forecast area. Now, here's also a look at the next 12 hours. I mentioned we're not going to warm up until quite a bit later this morning. It's going to be a similar situation to yesterday. By around 10 a.m., that's when we expect to be above that freezing threshold here in Bend, but also dropping back down to about that freezing line by the evening commute home. Not expecting precipitation today, but you can see chilly temperatures on the horizon today, so do soak up some of that vitamin D despite the fact that you may have to wear a jacket to do so. Now, we're looking at dry conditions that continue today. We do have a bit of a pressure ridge building in the eastern Pacific, and for the most part, that's going to keep the Pacific Northwest fairly clear and dry until probably late Friday, going into Saturday, when we see some more widespread precipitation coming our way. Could be a mix of wintry precipitation, some snow in the mountains, some rain in the lower elevations, but we'll get to all of that in just a little bit. Wanted to show you a cool viewer photo of the day. Wanted to thank Colleen Riley for this wonderful photo of the mountains from Indian Fort Road. And now, anytime you get a nice photo of sunrise, I certainly want to appreciate it, as that's kind of our business here on the morning. Now, let's take a look at your forecast highs for the day. 30s and 40s here. It's a similar picture to yesterday, a little below average, but a couple degrees warmer than yesterday. Something to keep in mind. Now, your forecast lows, we're going to see things returning to those below freezing temperatures overnight tonight and going into tomorrow. So you're probably going to be chipping ice off of your windshields tomorrow morning again, and that's going to be the case probably through the end of this work week. As we look at your 7-day forecast here, this winter weather we were speaking about coming our way probably on Saturday, and then a chance for some wintry precipitation turning to a chance for rain by early next week when those temperatures are back to closer to seasonal averages. That's been a look at your local alert weather.